Hello, beautiful souls. Namaste. It's me, Marianne Lee with Earth, Air, and Self-Care. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I am Marianne, and I am passionate about health, the path that leads to self-discovery, and you living a happy, purposeful, fulfilling life. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you're not already, and hit the red bell notification icon so you'll be notified when I post new content. I have a special series here now on YouTube as well, where I interview local healers or healers that I have worked with that help lead us to our optimal wholeness and wellness through different practices spiritually, energetically, physically, emotionally, and financially, all those multifaceted dimensions that we need and we must venture down to live a life of fulfillment, purpose, and passion. So if that's something that speaks to you, then please stick around, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up because it really helps your girl's algorithm here on YouTube. I am an artist, content creator, and passionate about health, spirituality, wellness, wholeness, and just finding the most vibrant life that we could live. Make sure to follow me on my other social media platforms. All those handles will be down in the description box of this video. One more mention as well, I do have a Patreon page. Patreon is a platform that allows us content creators and artists to ask for donations to support our art. If you'd like to make a contribution, please check that out down below. I have 3 different tiers, a $5 tier where you will be monthly subscribed to support me with a $5 donation, a $10 tier that gives you exclusivity. You'll have to read it and see what it is. And then a 3rd tier that is a $15 tier. I think I just said that. So there's a $5, a $10, and a $15 where you are in a subscription monthly, and that gets billed from Patreon. I never see your credit card. It's all a third-party merchant that charges your card for me, and then they direct deposit it monthly into my account. And thank you for those that have pledged on Patreon that are supporting my art. It helps me create content and also to continue my education in yoga. I'm a 245-hour yoga teacher in hopes to become a 500. 500. It stops at 500. Yeah, I'll be a 1500, but the title stops at 500, even though people are way more above 500. But my goal is definitely to be a 500 master yoga teacher. Okay. And I am also on Instagram and Facebook a lot, so those links will be down below. I also recently have found love with TikTok, so please to go on TikTok if you're on TikTok and follow me on my platform. Again, all the handles to those platforms and links will be down in the description box of this video. So now getting to the subject matter of this video. I started intermittent fasting 5 weeks ago. I did this before, like 5 years ago when I was trying to lean out, when I was muscle building and thinking about competing. That was more for the physical, but now I chose to do it for the mental benefits and for the maintenance to stay where I am with weight right now. I'm very happy with my weight right now, so it's helping me stay lean without having to work so hard in the gym or be vigorous in my workouts. I really just prefer to do yoga nowadays, and that's all I want to do. So it also helped with that. Now, intermittent fasting is not just about being in a caloric deficit. It's actually not even about that at all. It's about choosing a 6, 7, or 8 hour window where you eat and you only eat within that hour window, and you don't eat anything of any calories before or after. So it really helps your body to regenerate cells. Now, this is not a subjective statement. This is scientifically studied, and the videos down below that have tested this will be down in the description box. Some of this information I'll be explaining to you, which is my personal experience, so it's very subjective, and some of it is scientific data-based backed up research, okay? So I'll let you know what is what, and then use your discernment, and if you'd like to dig in more and do your own research, I'll have some supportive videos down below to support that. Okay, so make sure you check those out. Make sure to talk to your doctor and make sure it's a healthy and safe thing to do for you as well, because your blood sugar does get low. So if you're someone that suffers with blood sugar levels, you probably wouldn't want to do this, okay? So my personal benefits that I've experienced with intermittent fasting is more appreciation for food. And this has really enhanced my spiritual experience as well, because gratitude is one of the highest vibrations that we could feel here with enlightenment and love. So when we have gratitude sparkled on everything, our life just becomes more enhanced and more pleasurable. So having the gratitude and more appreciation for food really just amplifies extra potency of pleasure throughout my day. And actually, when we eat, it does give us satisfaction, and it actually releases the neurotransmitter dopamine, which is one of our feel-good neurochemicals that's released in our brain when we eat. Now, we have all probably heard the gut is your second brain, and it's so true. Some people even believe that it's our first brain. So our brain and gut coherence, the relationship and the corresponding communication that those two organs are in together, really reciprocate health and well-being, okay? So if your gut's healthy, you're going to have mental clarity. You're going to have great memory. You're going to have great cognition versus vice versa, experiencing the opposite of that, which could somewhat be very negative, because we need to have cognition and awareness and memory recall when we're learning things, and we have to survive and remember to pay these bills and all that, right? We need our brain working in our favor. But to go inside with appreciation, also to appreciate the food, like I said, has been a spiritual practice, because I just feel so enriched when I'm able to eat now, and things are so exciting to eat. I think after a while we could feel like this boredom come through with food, or we have to eat and you find yourself just force feeding. I was kind of at that place, honestly, 6 weeks ago. And so this has re-inspired and re-catalyzed my relationship, healthy relationship with food, with that emphasis of appreciation. I also have noticed that my taste buds seem to be in heightened state. So when I eat an orange, it's like, is this orange like amazing, or is it just because my palate and my tongue have been cleansed because I'm not constantly eating? I don't know, but I can tell you one thing, that things taste extra better than they ever have, and I'm extra appreciative. So just add that extra glow to my daily experience when it comes to me consuming food, because I don't just consume food for the entertainment, that's one of the reasons why, but also for the nutrients and the taste, right? And it just amplifies the pleasure in that. So if you're someone that food's been feeling dull, you feel like you eat the same thing every day, it's like feels complacent, I would try, if it's within your health regimen and your health availability, talk to your doctor. I would try intermittent fasting, because it has really amplified my appreciation for food and my taste buds. I also, when I go to eat, I'm reading my notes. I also, when I go to eat, make higher micronutrient based choices, I've noticed, because I have a limited hour eating window. So I really want to make sure that I'm getting in my good micronutrients, my vitamins, my omegas, my good fats, my good carbohydrates, and my fiber. So I've loved that it's done that, because it's almost like it's sharpened my awareness behind my choices, making sure I'm prioritizing health over entertainment, even though if I could get the two, that's even like killing two birds with one stone, or I like to say feeding two birds with one stone. And that amplifies me, and that actually makes me feel very great about my self-care and self-love, is making sure that I'm getting my micronutrients in. And I found it just to be easier. I really have. It's just caused some great laser focus for me. Energy. Yes, my energy is better. I wake up in the morning ready to take on my day with motivation, feeling inspired as well. So I did a little bit more research behind this, and the reason why intermittent fasting is suggested to people that suffer from some depressions, which the supportive content will be down in this video, this is some of the scientific research, is because it actually increases cortisol. And we want cortisol. Like we've always heard, some stress is good, no stress is not really even possible, but plus we need a little stress because we need cortisol, y'all. Cortisol is what wakes us up in the morning, gets us out of the bed to move. So if you're someone that suffers from stagnant inertia energy, I would highly suggest that you do some intermittent fasting to help just get that extra catalyst of energy behind you. Another thing, a physical benefit that I have noticed is no bloat. I wake up feeling really lean, really great restorative rest for my sleep because again, I'm stopping eating around 7 or 8 o'clock at night and I don't go to bed till 10 p or 10:30. So that gives my body 2 to 2.5 hours to digest my last meal. And so when I'm not sleeping, it's not worrying or using energy to digest my food. It's restoring, it's rejuvenating my cells. It's rejuvenating my whole entire being. So that has helped a lot. And I would love waking up with no bloat or feeling no bloat even throughout the day when I do choose to eat. Again, no bloat. Mental clarity, which I had talked about earlier, which has also enhanced my creativity. Yes, love that because I'm a creative person. I'm a yoga instructor. I'm making and building sequences. I even started to sketch and I'm going to paint, and I started to write poetry again after almost 2 years this week, which is really, really great. I love creativity. It gives me a safe place and a way, an outlet to express myself and my individuality and also express and process my emotions. So adds in the mental health realm. Oh, and for those that don't know, my tattoo studio here, me and my beloved's tattoo studio, is doing a mental health fundraiser May 13th. You get a free semicolon tattoo if you have survived from attempted suicide, and we will be doing a special on semicolon tattoos that day for people that want to support the fundraiser. Half of the funds go to the YWCA, which is a women's center here, a women's living center for battered, abused women and children, and the other half will go towards our tattoo shop to get a new floor. So please check that out. That link to that event will be down in the description box of this video. I'm a very positive person when it comes to mental health advocacy. Okay, so that's why I'm choosing to do that, and that's also why I chose to intermittent fast, because I was feeling some stagnation. I was experiencing mental fog and clog, and my memory was not great either, and that all has came back to me through this practice of intermittent fasting. Okay, and I already talked about the dopamine levels, which just adds that extra heighten and splendor of pleasure throughout your day when you get to eat, because you feel that even more. You're so grateful once you start to eat because you're like, oh my gosh, I am so hungry. And then lean muscle, again, I'm not trying to lose weight, I'm just trying to maintain. Some people can experience losing weight. So if something that you want to do, most people can actually, is lose weight, I would suggest intermittent fasting. It's really good because you wake up into that deficit for that first 4 to 5 hours, which gives your body the ability to burn through adipose tissue and restoring any kind of extra or excess fat or calories. More space for hydration. Yes. So I wake up in the morning around 7:30 or 8 in the morning. I don't eat till noon, 1, sometimes 2 o'clock, honestly, just depending on how of a high calorie day I had the previous day. It really corresponds with how much I could deprive myself of food the next day. Now I'm just doing it to where I wake up 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. So 4, sometimes 5, sometimes 5.5 to 6 hours I'll go with no food in the morning, and then I eat. I sometimes have to ignore my first hunger cue in the morning, I'm not gonna lie. But it's really tolerable. I'm not like starving or anything. It like comes and it passes. But instead of eating, I have chosen to drink water because water is 0 calories. So it's created space for me to make sure that I'm staying up on my hydration, which has helped minimize the effects of my dry out mouth syndrome that I got diagnosed with and my dry eye syndrome. And actually, did you know 9 out of 10 people don't know how to differentiate hunger from thirst? Most of us are actually just dehydrated and hungry when we just need to drink more water versus actually eating and taking in calories. So that's something to think about and to learn your discernment behind that and to experience what that is. And with my hydration, I've noticed that my skin's more glowy, my mouth is not dry, and actually it helps with mental clarity as well. So those are all the great, beautiful benefits that I have experienced with intermittent fasting. I'm trying to make this video below 15 minutes, so I was trying to speed up. Let's slow down, Marianne. Let's slow down. So those are all those beautiful benefits that I've experienced. Again, if it's something that you feel called to and activates you to be more curious, please watch the videos down below in the description box and talk to your doctor to make sure it's the best right decision for you. Thank you so much for watching this. Make sure again to give this video a thumbs up. I love you all so much. I will see you next time, and thank you for letting me come on here, be who I am with full transparency in my authenticity and sharing the way that I want to be seen in this world. Look at Nala. We're going to take a nap right now together. All right, Nala, it's yoga nidra time, Nala. All right, y'all. I love you guys so much. Peace, love, and light. I'll see you next time. Namaste.